Hi, this is Jonathan Rosenhead, Jerusalem psychotherapist. This week's Torah and Psychology post for Parshas Noach is titled The Psychology of Language. When the people built Migdal Bavel, the Torah emphasizes that they had a common language between them. And ostensibly this seems a rather minor detail, but the Mefarshim explain in different ways how it was the unity that they displayed through their common language that led to Hashem having to disperse them into different nations and different languages. So I'd like to discuss 3 psychological topics that relate to this concept of a singular language. Number 1 is psycholinguistics. Noam Chomsky is famous for disseminating the theory of a universal grammar as a device for language acquisition. And he explained that a baby's brain has the innate ability to learn any language. And then, through exposure to a specific language, the brain will attune itself to this language. And this will be a person's mother tongue. So we see, through speech development, an underlying concept of a singular language. Number 2 is psychoneurology. We have a disorder called aphasia. And aphasia is brain damage to language areas of the brain. And what we see is a universal pattern of impairment in speech production. So for example, there's Broca's aphasia, which is characterized by non-fluent but comprehensible speech. And there's Wernicke's aphasia, which is fluent but non-comprehensible speech. And the research has looked at aphasia in different languages, and it has shown that although there may be different surface manifestations of aphasia in different languages, it's important to note that these differences are language-specific instantations of the same underlying cause of aphasia, rather than different types of aphasia. So we see through aphasia, psychoneurology, there's an underlying concept of a singular language. And finally, number 3 is in psychotherapy. Psychotherapy is often referred to as talk therapy, and the research has shown the relationship between language and emotion, how language services the ability to verbalize, express, and give meaning to emotions. And in particular, there's a therapeutic technique called mirroring, which is used by therapists or in couples therapy, where a person will literally reflect back exactly what the other person has said. And this is a way to give validation. So we see through psychotherapy and mirroring, there's a therapeutic tool of a singular language. Have a good Shabbos and keep well.